The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
5년 후?
It's good to see you, Sid. What have we learned? The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way. Kupka's private guard. It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall. You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw.
Sit here.
Come on! Summon the others.
The bearers.
Safe.
응. 소환수 라무의 힘. 시드. 응? 라무의 피트, 라무 저스티스는 최대 9곳의 표적의 뇌정글을 사출해 부착시킨다. 에? 9곳? 저렇게 하고? 이게 9곳으로 한 다음에 하면 이게 데미지를 받는다는 얘기겠죠? 잠깐만. 그러니까 이제 동그라미 누르고 아니 잠깐만 있어봐. 나 지금 이거 튜토리얼 중이야. 아니 맞잖아 이거. 아니 저 지금인가? 뭐 여러분 그 때려 지금? 아하 세진 않네. 그냥 전기 걸려있지. 네. 아 잠깐만. 잠시만요. 응? 자, 안 먹었어요. 저녁 조금 이따 먹어야지. 나 뭐하고 있었지? 아니, 나 잠깐만. 저 어디서 저? 응? 자, 다시 한번 누른다, 동그라미. 아니, 그 동그라미가 아니야. 자. 지금! 아니, 동그라미! 나를 화나게 하지 마라. 미쳤다.
Enough of this. Let him play with the kitten.
놈을 풀어라.
They brought a pet.
왜 이렇게 나는 상체가 발달이 돼 있지?
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
민첩 반장이니까 이제 전기를 얼려놓으란 얘기일 거예요, 여러분. 자, 이제 라곤을 하고 동그라미 넣어서 다시 동그라미 넣어서 에이, 안 보여, 이거 왜. 아니, 그만해, 나 이거. 해. 안 보여, 안 보여. 분명히 이펙트 맞지? 나 지금 스위칭하다 봤다. 뭐 그냥 기술만 쓰면 되는데요? 기술이 6개가 되었네. 라이트닝 샤드.
To hell with this.
응. 아니에요. 아니요.
Let them.
대화해야 됐나?
There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
응?
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be.
This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
응? 저 뭐라 그랬죠? 아니에요. 아니 무슨 얘기예요? 여기 있잖아요. 저랑 똑같은 머리 색깔. 좀 인정해봐요 이제. 머리 색깔이 똑같은 캐릭터야 이 질밖에 없네. 그럼 낫지.
We should go.
똑같잖아요. 자꾸 그러면 우리 버밀리 머리카락도 그냥 질처럼 만들 거예요. 아니. 월드맵. 클라이브는 여기 있습니다. 대역죄인 시드. 월드맵에서 클라이브 일행의 은신처로 간다. 은신처가 있네요. 거기 시드네 집은 망가진 것 같은데. 아니, 저는 시바예요, 시바. 벤누 호수.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free to choose our own path, I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
아, 네 할아버지 없어지면 뽀뽀했을 것 같은데. 할아버지. 둘이 왜 뽀뽀 안 해요? 분위기는 뽀뽀 분위기는 왜 안 해? 이건 기만이에요. 왜 안 해? 아, 방금은 할아버지 있었으니까 좀 약간 그랬을 수 있어. 교대원이에요. 새로운 은신처.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
알겠어요, 할아버지. 뱃사공 오볼로스.
Last I saw, he was in the mess.
시드라고 불리는 뭔가 이제 그냥 이 장소의 무슨 장? 그런 사람 그냥 이제 시드라고 부르기로 했나 보네.
Otto will want to know what happened in
알겠어요.
Cosmos. I expect he'll be in the mess.
늦춘일은요. 저는 어리기 때문에 그런 것에 관심이 많습니다. 그런 것이요.
Staying long this time?
시드로서 살아가고 있고. 근데 장소가 되게 멋있어요, 여러분 여기.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers.
근데 이렇게 보니까 이게 5년 뒤라고 했잖아요. 머리카락이 되게 많이 자랐네. 아, 안 그래도 덥스럽겠네. 더 덥스럽해져.
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that
조금
one
더
out.
잘하면 개니지로?
There might be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
이 게시판이 뭔지 궁금하면 나중에 다시 와라 끝봐. 메인하라는 얘기네.
I trust I'm not intruding.
이 사람은 누구지?
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
그러게 어떻게 됐을까?
Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
아, 그게 이름 긴 아저씨네요? 아빠삐님 어서오세요.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
저녁 준비하고 왔습니다. 밥 먹으면서 보기 이모는 켜놔주세요. 저도 먹어야 된다. 저 저녁 냉면이라고.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as moogles.
아니 뭐 드셨어요?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so
마트에서
young.
세일하길래 1+1으로 사왔죠.
The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. However well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
그 오이 채소로 놨단 말이에요. 그거 넣어 먹어요 빨리. 상하기 전에.
Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back
오,
soon.
비냉. 저는
I should get some rest while I
물냉이에요.
can.
방에서 쉬어야겠고. 잠깐만.
My knowledge is yours. Look around you.
이곳에 쌓인 지식은 시간을 초월해 많은 이들의 미끄럼이 될 걸세. 역사의 장대한 흐름이라는 매력적인 이야기가 이어지는 한은 자네의 모험단도 언젠가 이 서고에 비치하면 어떻겠나. 5년 전 그날 우리의 옛 은신처는 잔해에 파묻혔고 살아남은 이들의 가슴에는 깊은 공포와 불안이 스며들었지. 은신처를 잊고 이곳저곳을 전전하던 도피 생활은 우리의 심신을 피폐하게 만들었네. 그러던 중 자네가 이곳을 발견해 새로운 은신처를 만들겠다고 선언했을 땐 참으로 기뻤어. 벤누호수에 떠있는 하늘의 문명의 유적. 조사해보니 고대의 비공정 인빈서블이라고 하는 것 같더군. 땅에 떨어지고 오랜 세월이 지났다는 게 믿기지 않을 만큼 견고한 유적이지. 앞으로도 굳건히 우리를 지켜줄 것이세. 텍트와 크로우는 예전 은신처에서 지낼 때만 해도 부모에게 어리광 부리길 좋아하는 천진난만한 쌍둥이였네. 하지만 5년 전 습격으로 부모를 잃은 뒤로 꽤 오랫동안 침울했었지. 지금처럼 밝은 얼굴을 볼 수 있게 된 건 최근 들어서라네. 이제 완전히 장난기 많은 귀여운 개구장이가 됐지만 말일세. 두 녀석이 언제까지고 행복하게 지내는 게 내 가장 큰 바람일세. 지식을 전달합시다. 오. 빰. 오, 막국수. 오.
What subject shall we consider today?
다 먹고 싶네요. 저도 저녁 시간 되니까 다 먹고 싶어요, 여러분. 어쩌지?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long.
그러네. 얼굴에 각인 집었네.
What it was like to be myself.
나는 왜 몰랐지?
And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
이제 봤어요.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
아저씨. 아저씨도 나이가 드셨군요. 예전 은신처의 공방에 비하면 훨씬 작업하기 수월해졌어. 시드가 발명한 풀무와 특제 화로 덕분에 단조형 대형 크리스탈 없이도 작업을 할 수 있지. 예전 은신처가 습격당한 뒤부터 지금까지 지난 5년은 정말 순식간에 지나갔어. 이런 데서 끝낼 수 없다고, 끝내지 않겠다고 다들 이를 악물고 버텼지.
So, will it be?
레빈 볼트. 아, 이것은 전기. 응?
Should last you a good while.
여전히 아버지가 주신 게 훨씬 좋군. 돼지의 검.
And
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the top.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
편지. 뭐? 편지가 맹세의 증표. 아, 그 크리스탈에 그 칼 그거 꽂았던 거. 아, 여기 있네. 기능 소개 편지함. 클레이브의 방에 있는 편지함에서는 동료들에게 받은 편지를 확인할 수 있다. 알겠어요. 카브. 아, 눈 다쳤네요. 크리스탈 자치령을 제압한 쌍벌크에 대항해 드디어 달메이키아가 진군하기 시작했어. 후쿠쿠푸카의 사병도 소집된 듯하고 생각보다 큰 전쟁이 될지도 몰라. 자세한 얘긴 돌아가서 할게.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has
베린이
become abundantly
어서오세요.
clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
아니, 그때 만났던 거 기억하나 봐, 여러분.
It was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out.
오, 봤구나.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. without mother crystals. To sit.
동생!
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment.
그럴게요. 그때만 힘들었지.
My apologies. I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
아니 마사는 그 여관 주인 아니었어요? 들이우는 암은 뭔가가 시작되려나 보네.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
어떻게 오지?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just...
Well, don't just stand there gawping. They won't hear me complaining.
내 가게도 번대졌지?
The only drawback. Still.
우리 가게 매상 올려줘야 하는 거 아니야? 5년에 대해 예전 은시자가 습격당한 게 벌써 5년 전인가. 그날 시드와 네가 자리를 비운 사이에 후고 쿠프카와 그 사병의 은시자에 습격했지. 모든 걸 닥친 대로 파괴했어. 시드의 이름을 부르며 죽어간 녀석들도 있었다. 그 목소리는 잊을래야 잊을 수가 없어. 클라이브, 이제 네가 시드다. 이곳 동료들이 똑같은 일을 겪지 않도록 명심하거라. 야, 할머님은 왜 맨날 돼지고만 파시는 거예요? 아니에요. 예, 아버님이 주신 게 참 지금도 좋군. 이거 좋아요, 여러분? 엘릭서가 있네? HP를 오, 이제 엘릭서가 산호검? 내가 언제 이런 거 쓰고 있었지? 모르겠네.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way. See?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastport, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire. We could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
마사의 여관으로. 나중에 와라 쿠파. 알았다. 가볼까?
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
왜 또 서브캐가 있네?
Welcome back, Sid.
아이고 리야.
Blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
은신자의 발을 지켜라. 주인공은 날아가나? 궁금하네요. 그러면은 잠깐 어빌리티 보죠. 네? 뭐야? 메인 스토리와 퀘스트 상황을 확인할 수 있다. 저널이 생겼네요. 원래 있었나? 이건 뭐야? 파일 드라이브. 번개 충격을 발생시킨다. 가벼운 적을 멀리까지 날려버린다. 썬더스톰. 낙뢰. 나무 저스티스. 아, 원래 있었어요? 아. 저는 이게 왜 지금 생겼나 하고 신기했더니 그렇군요. 심판의 번개. 2,300원. 있는 거 쓰죠. 강화하면은 공격 범위가 넓어지고 히트 범위도. 알았어요. 낙뢰수가 늘어난다. 일단 2개를 잘 쓰고. 뭔가 요런 것도 좀 더 많이 써봐야 할 텐데. 1,540원. 비싸군. 400원 갖다 할 수 있는 게 없나? 일단 이렇게 했어. 지금 안 그래도 아까 싸울 때 손 꼬였어요. 이제 그 뭐죠? 접근하던가 당기던가 막 그걸 눌러야 되는데 막 이게 세계가 돼가지고 어려워. 이번 상자 이건가? 다 있나? 뭐지? 얘네 잡는 거였어요? 그렇군요.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
아, 여긴 별거 없네요. 그냥 저기로 내려가길 차례. 응? 삐? 시스템? 아, 이거? 제가 지금 이렇게 하고 있었죠. 이거 B로 바꾸면은 I2 공격이 이거 소환수 전환 이거 너무 많이 다른데? 점프, 어빌리티가 뭐죠? 이거로 끼꾸? 소환수 전환? 회피. 피트가 L2. 그러니까 뭔가 익숙한 건 B타입이네요. 신기하게. 그러니까 제가 이제 다른 게임 하면서 보통 회피를 동그라미로 하고 공격을 이제 아론으로 하는 경우가 많았는데 얘네요? 아, 근데 나 지금까지 외워서 할 수 있을까? 역시 죄송해요. 정말 채팅창은 좀 열심히 봐야 할 텐데. 응? 투수무시 아니에요, 여러분. 그러니까.
Welcome back, Sid.
할아버지 다녀왔어요.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
노아나니.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
그럼 에런을 연타해야 돼요?
Same as me old man.
저 전에
He was a
엑스박스
ferryman himself back
원
before
패드
the
쓸
blight
때
came.
에런
The
키가
boat's
날아간
all I
적이
have left of him.
있었는데.
And
아,
thanks
그거 좀
to you, he'll
걱정됐네.
sail another day.
아니 부순 건 아니고요. 이게 약간 그 부분이 좀 제게 약했나 봐요. 힘의 훈장. 그렇게밖에 생각할 수 없네요. 절대 그 엑스박스가 그렇게 약할 리가 없잖아요, 여러분. 아니. 아니에요. 왠지 모르게 깨졌어요. 이유는 몰라요. 여기서 세이브하고 정말 죄송해요, 여러분. 근데 나도 배가 고프들. 그 빨리 먹고 9시에는 올게요, 여러분. 짠. 헤헤.